Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Here we are again. Just, okay, making sure mic is on. Holy shit, I don't know why. I just had a really bad feeling. Back at it again. Gotta hydrate. What we do while we wait, by the way. Honestly, let's do Yui to the Ying yet again. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's do an alternate attire here. What is the difference there? She has black hair. Interesting. Do red hair for this one. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm chilling. I'm doing good. Biggest thing I can say is that the very, very rare instances happen today where right now I am the only one home, which means I can scream and cuss and carry on and not have anything said to me. Not that I intend to do that. Of course, we'll see how it goes, but I am vibing. Let me tell you. I got
Please protect the altar until the wind blows.
got the car wash today. I guess listen, I'll just get into it. There's been a startling development here. We'll start there because that's really what I want to talk about anyway. I was wanting to set it up. So very early on in this series, like super early on in the series, I can't remember what episode exactly. You can go back and look. This may even have been in the Nobunaga's Ambition playthrough, but I doubt it. I told the story right when I started at my new store, and I was meeting all the guys that worked in the meat department down there. There were two of them that really didn't care for each other, and I come to find out one had threatened to take the other guy, put him on the bandsaw, and quote, cut his fucking head off. He got in trouble over that. But months later, the other guy moved 2 hours away. I told that story, how I found that out. He came and he told me. I said, all right, man, when you doing that? He said, right now. My girlfriend's waiting on me in the parking lot. So, not too pleased about that scenario, but I have a new update on the other guy, the one who was going to be doing the cutting of the head on the bandsaw. So, I don't know if I said his name. I ain't gonna say his name today. I think Zhuge Liang will be okay to just leave him. Let's go help Pang to the Tong here.
They are strong, but do not falter.
I'm trying to figure out exactly how much I've explained before. So, this guy that I'm talking about, he has a vision problem for one. He's like the Undertaker, except he doesn't do that shit on purpose. He can't see very well. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, how is somebody like that allowed to be around sharp knives and a fucking stationary bandsaw? My answer to you is I don't really know, but that's what my decision. He's been doing it for years. A lot of his stuff doesn't look all that great, but he's a hard worker most of the time, and I'm getting into that. So months ago, he asked me, he said, can I go down to part-time, just switched to working a couple days a week. He's full-time, mind you. Benefits, all that. And, well, all right. I had a ton of help at the time. I didn't know that 2 more people would be just straight up quitting after that, but
This is good. Ship will be stable now.
it did work out that way. And come to find out,
Good job.
he had been in the United States. In case you aren't familiar, they have what they call disability. Disability is just shorthand for a fund that the government has where people that are medically unable to work, where they will pay them some money to help cover expenses. Now, disability is not a great deal of money. To get any sizable amount, there has to be, some other factors there. How many children you have, what type of assistance you're getting other than the disability. You can't be making over a certain amount, and you can't actually be working while you're getting disability, because that's what that fund is for. Is they pay people who are unable to work, not even a livable wage, but some assistance. Now, come to find out, he was working his full-time job while getting paid disability, and his wife was also working. And he ended up getting in trouble with the government when they found out. So it's like, well, you got to pay this money back, or we will put you in jail. So it's been one thing after another with this guy the whole time he's worked for me. I mean, problem after problem, week after week, complaining. The other guys that work back there have come to loathe him. And he's had a checkered past. And I won't get into all the details of it, but I do have a somewhat interesting story development that's happened at work, and I'm going to go into a little bit of it. I'm not going to use any names. So, guy that works for me, he lives not with his mother, but right next to his mother. I don't know if she owns the house or how that situation goes in, but there's 2 houses side by side, and he lives in one and she lives in the other. And when this guy was happily married, his wife and family lived with him. He has 2, not newborn sons. They're probably getting close to a year old now. Fairly young little kids. I mean, if you were to see them, they're little tiny fellers. Twins. And, this guy, he has, for years and years, had a drinking problem. And he is the type to get belligerent when drinking. I'm sure, if you haven't met somebody, you will in your life, I'm sure. I am going to say, because I got a funny feeling about this here.
Enemy officer defeated.
Poopy on kid. Let's see, where was I? And in his drunken rages, he has both struck his wife and his mother. And I won't get into the details of it all. I won't say, in my opinion, you never have a good reason to hit your mama. If you love her at all. That's when people get to drinking, and they shouldn't be, and they can't handle it very well. They're an angry drunk. It happens. Well, it got so bad once upon a time, she had to file a restraining order against him. Now, they have since made up. However, due to his various issues, his wife decided to leave him, and she took their sons with her.
There is no magic here. I know the southeast wind will blow on this day.
Leave him alone. He may one day become a threat
And now, months later, the judge ruled that until they settle the rest of their divorce, that my guy will have full custody of their twins up until, they figure out, you know, custody and who gets them for how long and what days. All the typical stuff that comes with divorce. Until they get it figured out, he's going to have full custody of them. So he can't drive. Or he does, but he shouldn't. And so when it came the day for him to go pick up his sons, his soon-to-be ex-wife called the cops. Said, hey, his mother has a restraining order against him, and they've just pulled up in a car together, so I fear for her safety. So the local police came and arrested him. Like, holy shit, right? And it's crazy because the mom who brought him there was like, no, please don't arrest him. We've made up. It's a different time in our lives. This was years ago. We're much, we're all peachy keen now. Nothing's wrong. Let him go. Well, they couldn't do it. Going safe here because I'm currently getting my ass whipped.
You're in too deep. Control yourself.
Convenient. I think this is a Musu over here. Indeed it is. It's actually two. Wait, if you stop Shinji from getting to the little center section there, she doesn't get the boss aura? That's cool.
Enemy officer defeated. How irritating.
Yes, you are very fucking irritating, lady.
I bow to your skills.
Anyway, I had to scramble, so I'm recording this on Sunday. And the 2 days that he was supposed to work was Sunday and Monday. And him getting arrested has thrown it completely off. They're understandably, they're like, oh man, what are we going to do? Of course, they're hoping that the judge that sees him Monday will just let him go. But it's a mess. It's a mess. Seems like there's all the time something going wrong. But of course, I feel bad for everybody involved there. The whole situation just sucks ass, man. For pretty much everybody. Literally. There ain't nobody that's happy. I talked to my boss, and he's known him for years and years and years. Worked with him a long time. And he's getting pretty frustrated. I'm getting pretty frustrated. Now, I'm not saying the guy can help being arrested in that situation. Not really much can be done. But it's just that it's constantly an issue. I probably shouldn't have said all that. It's not my business to share. But I wanted to add a little bit of context there. I encourage everybody to keep an open mind. A lot of people don't consider it to be. I do, because I've seen it my whole life. But alcohol is a drug. And just like meth, whatever, it'll make you do horrible, crazy shit that you would never do unless you were under the influences of that stuff. So, that's his cross to bear, his burden to bear, his issue to overcome. Feel pretty good about this fire attack going off here. Overwhelming success. Xiao Yu never advances, huh? Interesting.
Enemy officer defeated.
We must not fall behind! You are a hero without equal.
Knocked me off my shit. One guy doesn't advance. Interesting. When he's done, he returns to his little boat there.
Don't get cocky.
Oh man, I fucked myself up, I'm afraid. My allergies were really bothering me today. So I took a Benadryl. And now, like, I can feel my brain falling asleep.
Enemy officer defeated.
Absolutely dominated.
My ambitions do.
Oh, you say this sucks, man. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'll see you later.